So guys, this is the next question given. In this question, there is a set A, okay? And in this set A, there are 8 distinct prime numbers, okay? And the smallest integer in the set A is 5. And X is the range of set A and Y is the median of set A. So these things are given and we have to find uh, if xy is even, odd, prime, fraction, less than 10. So we have to tell what is xy, okay? So firstly, there are 8 distinct prime numbers, right? And the smallest is 5. So we can write it as 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 prime numbers, okay? Prime numbers. Just pay attention to the word prime number, right? So for example, prime numbers are numbers like um, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, all these numbers, um, basically, which do not have any other factors, right? So if you think about 8, for example, so 8 can be divided by 2, it can be divided by 4, right? Obviously by 1 and obviously by 8. So these two things are always there. But apart from 1 and the number itself, you can divide 8 by 2 and 4, for example. But prime numbers are those numbers in which the factors are only 1 and the number itself. That's it. For example, 13. So the factors of 13 are 1 and 13. That's it. There are no other factors apart from 1 and the number itself. So these are called prime numbers, right? So we have been told that these 8 numbers are distinct, means unique or different prime numbers, right? Okay. And the smallest one is 5. So we have written this 5 over here on the left side. Now, tell me one thing. X is the range of set A, right? So what is range? Range means highest minus lowest. That is what is called range, right? So range is highest minus lowest. What is the highest number? The highest number is this one, right? We don't know what is it, so let's assume it's Z, right? So what is range? So range comes out to be highest, which is Z. So range comes out to be highest, which is Z, minus the lowest, which is 5, right? Okay, so we also know that all the prime numbers are odd numbers, right? Except for 2. So all prime numbers are odd except for 2, right? I think this should be very obvious, because if there is any even number, so obviously it will be divisible by 2, right? So all the prime numbers are odd numbers except for 2, because 2 is the only even prime number, right? So we know Z is a prime number because these all are prime numbers. So even Z will be a prime number, right? Because these are 8 distinct prime numbers. So obviously the Z, which is the largest over here, it will also be a prime number, right? And prime numbers are odd. So we can write Z as odd, minus obviously 5 is also odd, right? And we know odd minus odd is always even. For example, 9 minus 5. 9 is odd, 5 is odd. 9 minus 5 is 4, right? So similarly, odd minus odd, if you subtract an odd number with an odd number, the result will always be even. Okay. So what was range? Range was x. So range comes out to be even. This means x is equals to even, right? Okay. Now we have to find out xy, right? So we know that x is even, right? Now, irrespective of whether y is odd or even, xy will always be even because x is even, right? For example, 2 into 3, this is 6, which is even. or 2 into 4, this is 8, this is also even. So the point is, if there is one even number, the result will always be even, whether this is odd or whether this is even. But if there is an even number, the result will always be even. So we know that x is even. That means xy will always be even. That is one thing for sure. So your answer is A. I hope this is clear.